I stood there, heart pounding, as Sophia clutched my sleeve, tears streaming down her face, begging me not to leave. But with my new fortune in hand, I coldly whispered, "You're nothing to me now," and walked away forever. There was once a woman named Sophia. She was diligent, faithful, steady. Like the woman described in Proverbs 31-17, she girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. Sophia labored from morning until night. By day she worked at the bank. By evening she built small businesses online. And there was a man named Lo. He said he loved her. "The Lord knows," he would say, holding her hands. "I cannot breathe without you." She laughed. "You need God for breath, not me. For it is written in Acts 17:28, for in him we live and move and have our being." But Lo did not yet understand this. Lo had no work. He lived under Sophia's roof. He ate at her table. He used her strength to survive. Yet Sophia never shamed him, for she remembered Galatians 6:2, "Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ." When rent was due, she paid. When food was finished, she bought more. "I promise," Lo would say while lying on the couch, "when God lifts me, I will lift you." Sophia would smile gently. "I do not need riches," she would answer. "Only faithfulness." But the Bible warns in Proverbs 27:1, "Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth." Lo boasted of a tomorrow he had not yet earned. Then one day, the blessing came. "I got the job," Lo shouted as he entered the house. Sophia dropped her bag and rejoiced. She embraced him and said, "This is the Lord's doing." For it is written in Deuteronomy 8:18, "But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth." But Lo remembered the salary. He forgot the source. The first wage came. He bought shoes. The second came. He bought a new phone. The third came. Fine garments. And slowly, pride entered his heart. As it is written in Proverbs 16:18, "Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall." One evening Sophia returned home weary. Her hands tired. Her dress plain. "Welcome," she said softly. Lo looked at her and frowned. "You still carry that old bag? You need to upgrade. The women in my office do not look like this." The words cut deep. She asked quietly, "Are you ashamed of me?" He laughed harshly. "You were good enough when I needed you." Her heart trembled. "But now?" She whispered, "I have grown." She searched his face. "And I have not." He turned away. Silence filled the room like smoke. For the Bible says in 1 Samuel 16:7, "For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart." Lo was looking at appearance. God was watching the heart. Days later, Lo packed his things. "You are leaving?" Sophia asked. "It is better," he replied. "For whom?" "For me." Then he spoke the words that would echo in heaven. "You are not good enough for the life I am stepping into." Sophia stood still. No shouting. No begging. Only one question. "When you had nothing, was I good enough?" He hesitated. "Yes." She nodded gently. "Then I was always enough." And he laughed. Sophia did not curse him. She did not pray for his downfall. Instead, she prayed for strength. For it is written in Romans 12:19, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." She released the matter to God. She reduced her jobs and built her own enterprise. What was once a side labor became her harvest. Like Isaac in Genesis 26:12, then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year an hundredfold, and the Lord blessed him. Sophia sowed diligence. She reaped increase. Her dwelling became larger. Her peace deeper. Her confidence rooted in God, not in a man. Years later, they met again. At a gathering of business leaders. Sophia stood on a platform teaching others how to grow. Lo watched from the crowd. She was radiant, not adorned in pride but in grace. Afterward, he approached her. "You have changed," he said. "I have grown," she replied. He lowered his voice. "I thought God would punish me for how I treated you." She studied him calmly. "And did he?" "No," he answered. "He still had wealth, still had position, still had influence." She said quietly, "Sometimes judgment is not loss. Sometimes it is memory." He frowned. She continued, "Sometimes God allows a man to keep his blessings, but removes the one who prayed for him when he had nothing. For it is written in Luke 12:48, 'For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required.' Lo had been given much, but he failed in gratitude." Sophia turned to leave. He felt something unfamiliar. Not poverty, not failure. Regret. Because he remembered the nights she paid the rent, the meals she prepared, the prayers she whispered over him while he slept. And he understood too late the warning in Ecclesiastes 4:9-10, "Two are better than one, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth." He had cast away the one who lifted him, and now he stood alone, not financially, but spiritually. Not every proud man falls publicly. Not every betrayal ends in visible ruin. Sometimes the punishment is not poverty. It is the knowledge that you lost a faithful heart. The Bible says in James 4:2-6, "God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble." Sophia received grace. Lo faced resistance not in his career, but in his soul. Honor those who stand with you in your wilderness. For when promotion comes, it reveals who you truly are. And sometimes, God does not destroy the proud. He simply allows them to live long enough to remember what they lost. Before you scroll, ask yourself one question. Who stood with you when you had nothing? Was it a friend? A partner? A parent? A mentor? Do not wait until success changes your heart. The Bible says in James 1:17, "Every good and perfect gift is from above." If God has lifted you, stay humble. If someone carried you, honor them. If someone prayed for you, value them. Today, send a message to the person who supported you when you were struggling. Tell them thank you. Comment, "I choose humility," if you refuse to let success change your heart. Share this story with someone who needs this reminder, because promotion reveals character, and the blessing you protect with gratitude is the blessing God continues to trust you with. Choose loyalty, choose humility, choose gratitude, before life moves on without you.